everybody, we're back. If you're new, thanks for joining us. I'm Shannon. If you're not new, then thanks for coming back. Today is super exciting because it's pre-op day. So I will link the playlist below that has the previous videos leading up to this point. But today we are going to talk to Dr. Alavi about whether or not I want to add or take away anything, which I'll be adding the arm liposuction. I'll be picking up my prescription, signing some consent forms, and also paying the balance that I owe. I had said in the other video I did pay the deposit. That was like $200. So I need to pay the remaining balance today, and I'm not sure what else we're going to go over, but we'll be there in about 5 minutes. So I'll see you as soon as we get there. Okay, y'all, we're here. We're about to go in. I got my mask. This is my first time wearing my mask, like ever, other than trying it on, but we're here, so let's get this party started. Hello.
How are you?
Good. Shannon Ellis?
Hi, Shannon. We'll be right with you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we just went over a bunch of stuff. I signed a buttload of paperwork. She gave me a booklet so that I know everything that we went over. She told me about the medications, and I told her where to send the prescription so I can go pick it up. And now I'm just waiting on Dr. Alavi to come in so I can discuss whatever I have to discuss with him. But y'all, let me tell you, there was a buttload of paperwork, like a lot of paperwork. Okay, so we came home from the pre-op appointment and we ended up having a water balloon fight. So this is actually the day after the pre-op appointment because I was really frazzled after playing with the kids in the back. But I wanted to go over everything that they went over with me. So if you're gonna have this type of surgery done, I'm gonna go over everything that you will have to do leading up to the appointment, during the appointment, after the appointment, all of that, and just a few other little things that I'm gonna throw in randomly. While I was there, I did sign a bunch of paperwork, a lot of consent forms. The doctor came in. I spoke with him. I showed him my body again. I didn't get fully undressed. I just pulled my pants, pretty much all the way down so he could see all of the areas that he was gonna be working on. We went over my expectations. I showed him some pictures of asses that I liked. And he told me that after you have the surgery done, you are not supposed to work out for about 6 to 8 weeks. And after that, you can start working out. And if you do the type of exercises that are more geared towards working your ass, basically like squats and those type of things, you can continue to grow your ass for up to a year after surgery. So if I finish the surgery and I do these workouts, then in a year, my ass will actually be even bigger, but that's up to you on whether or not that's something that you want to do. So now I'm going to go over the booklet. They gave me a booklet other than signing a bunch of paperwork. They gave me a folder with a bunch of papers in it. So I'm going to go over these papers that they gave me. Pretty much do not take aspirin or anything containing aspirin 2 weeks prior to the surgery and 7 days following the procedure because those are blood thinners, so they don't want you to do that at all. There is a list of things that you should avoid: Alka-Seltzer, a bunch of other things that I don't use, Excedrin, Midol. Tylenol is acceptable, and it says please do not take any vitamin E or homeopathic medications such as St. John's wort for 14 days prior to the procedure. Please pick up your antibiotics and pain medication a few days prior to the procedure. Begin taking your antibiotics the day before the procedure, as directed. The other medicine is Arnica Montana. They actually gave this to me in the appointment. This is to help with the bruising. So I'm supposed to take 3 pills 3 times a day, starting 3 days before the procedure. So I actually did call and see if my prescriptions were ready for pickup. All of my prescriptions are ready, and it's only gonna cost $8. So that's pretty cheap considering I think there's 3 or 4 things I'm supposed to be picking up. What else is there? Let's see. The morning of the procedure, don't take any medicine unless you've been instructed to by the doctor. The doctor will meet with you to mark the areas that he's gonna sculpt. So basically, like you've seen in videos where they take the marker, like the Sharpie looking marker, and they mark all over your body. He's gonna meet with me that morning. He's gonna do all of that. It says wear warm, comfortable, loose fitting clothes. They did advise me in the pre-op appointment to try to wear like a zip up hoodie or something, so that's easier to put on, and sweatpants, something with an elastic band. It says try not to have a shirt that you would have to pull over your head, get warm socks, probably something that's darker so it doesn't stain. From a lot of videos that I've seen, a lot of women wake up and they're really, really cold. So it mentions like to try to wear fleece because that fabric will keep you warm. I don't know why that is. I forgot to ask, but I don't have any fleece. I only have like hoodies and stuff like that. So I'm just going to wear an old zip up hoodie that's actually really thin. So I should probably look into getting something warmer now that I think about it, because the one I have is like 6 years old and it's really thin. So I'm gonna look into that. Arrange for somebody to drive you home after your procedure. That would make sense. The day of the procedure, after getting home. Oh, I know it did say, and I don't know if I just missed it in this paper, but you're not supposed to eat anything before the procedure for like 8 hours before the procedure. You're not supposed to eat anything. And then 4 hours before the procedure, you shouldn't drink anything. But a day of the procedure, after getting home, have someone available to assist you. Stand up slowly. Try not to stand up too fast or you can get dizzy. Alcohol and excessive salty foods will make you swell up more, so try to avoid those. I don't drink alcohol. I haven't actually had any alcohol since before I was pregnant with the big kids. So it's been some years since I've had any alcohol. But so that's not a big thing for me. You may become nauseous if you take any medication without food. I normally don't have that problem, but I normally am always eating too. So, so there's that. Begin taking your antibiotics with dinner and take the antibiotics as instructed until they're gone. I believe the nurse told me the antibiotics and the bruising one, I need to completely finish. The rest of them, the Ambien and the Narco, she just called it a Narco, which reminded me of like being in the hospital after having a baby. But she said, you know, take those if you need them, but you don't actually have to if you don't need them. What else is there? You will be wearing your garment when you go home. Under the garment, there are pads covering the tiny incisions that were made during the procedure. These pads catch the pink drainage fluid, which may last up to 24 hours. If the pad becomes fully saturated, you may change it by reaching under the garment, but do not remove the garment. There may also be foam on your abdomen. I've seen other women with the foam thing inside their faja. Don't remove it. There's a hole in the crotch of the garment so you can easily go to the bathroom without removing the garment. I don't know about y'all. I've used Spanx and other kind of shapewear that has that hole so that you don't have to take it off, and that just really doesn't work for me. It's uncomfortable. So what I actually ordered last night was the Pee-Me. I don't know if that's what it's called. Pee-Me? It's a thing for women to like pee standing up. So I don't have to take, well, you can't take the garment off anyway, but because I'm not comfortable with peeing in the garment because I know I'm gonna get pee everywhere. So I bought that thing on Amazon. It should be here in a few days, so that's good. I would recommend that if you have issues with going to the bathroom in shapewear, because I have a lot of issues with that. Anyway, a plastic bag is provided for you to sit or lay on in order to protect your furniture from leaking pink fluid for the first 24 hours. I also plan on getting those doggy pee-pee pads, like they're like a square shape and they're blue with a white thing for dogs to go like training, potty training, whatever. Anyway, I have some of them. I plan on getting some more of them to lay on my bed or my couch or wherever, just in case, because having to do extra laundry is just not something that I want to do. Okay, first day after the procedure. Please plan on transportation back to the office. Please continue to walk and take your antibiotics. Do not remove your garment. Only take sponge baths if desired. For showering, your second day. Surgery day is actually day 0. So 2 days after the surgery. You can take a shower. When removing your garment, recline in the bed and remove the garment slowly. I read this and I was kind of like, am I supposed to like lean back like this, or like, how do I do it? I'm not supposed to be sitting on my ass. So I'm a little confused, and I'm gonna need someone to explain that a little bit better to me when I go. But continue to recline in bed for 20 minutes. When arising after 20 minutes, do so slowly and have someone available to assist you if needed. You may feel lightheaded or dizzy when you're standing up. Then you can sit back down for 5 minutes if you need to. Take a warm shower, not a hot shower. If you have the spongy white pad, the pad that I was just talking about, I've seen some women with the pad inside their garment. If you have that around your abdomen, do not remove it. Dr. Alavi will remove this for you during your post-protocol visit. After your shower, you shower with it on, and then after your shower, you just blow dry that foam thing, or you can just lay there butt naked and let it air dry. I think blow drying would probably be better for me. You may wash your garment during this time while you're taking a shower. Go ahead and put your faja in the washing machine or whatever. When you're dry, put your garment back on and continue to wear it at all times until instructed to do otherwise. You need to follow these directions so that you can get the best possible results. So I would say wear your garment as much as possible. At least that's what everybody has said to me. Also, I wanted to show you this because when you're sitting, I mentioned this in my other video, but I purchased this to sit on. So your thighs are right here and your ass is hanging off this back part. So this is what I'm gonna be using to sit down on, just sharing randomly. Follow-up care. Your garment will be snug and should be worn continuously. Oh, I just said that, continuously. I said that right. Continue to take your bruising pills. Continue to take your antibiotics. I mentioned all of those already. More hints for an excellent post-procedure result. Keep walking every day. Avoid vigorous physical activities for 2 weeks. After 10 days, begin taking vitamin C and vitamin E to promote healing. Drink plenty of water, eat plenty of protein. If you have any questions, he has a 24-hour phone number that I can call. And he also said that he would be giving me his cell phone number. So if anything happens, I will be able to reach him pretty much at all times. And I want to say this is why I really, really like this doctor. Because one, he did not try to push the tummy tuck on me. He listened to my thoughts. He understood where I was coming from. He explained to me the things that I pretty much already knew as far as sagging skin, because I'm not getting the tummy tuck. He made sure I was on the same page. He was very thorough, but fast, which I appreciate somebody just like running through it quickly. I appreciate that. But he's also there if I ever need him to ask any questions. So at the pre-op appointment, I did tell him that I wanted to get the liposuction in my arms also. And we continued to talk a little bit about that. And he told me that liposuction in my back, which I thought was like pretty much like my back, right? It's not actually, it's pretty much just your bra line. So if I got liposuction in my arms and my bra line, there would be that fat right above my bra line that I really, really don't want. And that's a whole nother 2 areas. So $650 for each area on top of the extra areas I've already added. So I said, you know what, Doc, I don't think that I can finesse my husband out of more money because I have added a lot of stuff to this list. Realistically, we were only expecting to spend a little over $4,000 and I'm reaching $8,000 here. And he said, you know, well, you can talk to your husband, whatever, we'll give you a great discount. You know, I can try to make it look good if you don't want to, if you know, you don't want to do it or whatever. So I said, okay, cool. So I went up to the front desk to pay. Of course, my card didn't work because that, like, I was spending a crazy amount of money, but, the discount he was willing to give me was $800 to do that above the bra line area versus $1,300, which is great. But I said, he had went into the office to like talk to somebody else, like in a room to talk to somebody else. And he was coming out and I said, hey Doc, just realistically, if I can't finesse this out of my husband here because I'm already at a pretty high limit, is it gonna look bad? And he's like, no, you know, I can make it work. I can make it look good for you. So I said, okay, great. But like I said, my card didn't work. So they added in my arms and everything, and they got my information. I told them I would call my bank and call them back and let them know they could run my card or whatever. So I went and talked to my husband. I'm not going to spend that extra $800. I think that the doctor, when he says he can make it work, I don't think that he's going to do both sides above the bra line for free, but I feel like he might take some of it out, or he's saying he can make it work in a way that's making me believe that it will still look good in the end. So I'm going to trust him there and not spend the extra $800 because it's $800 and I don't want to spend over $8,000 on something that wasn't supposed to be that much. So there's that. But he was really nice. He was really thorough. I have a lot of faith in him and his judgment. So this is actually happening on Friday, which is May 1st. So I'm pretty excited. And like I said, I'm going to vlog all of that. I'll do some update videos and then of course shopping hauls and stuff after that. But I really appreciate everybody rocking with me through this journey because I am super excited, a little bit scared, but super, super excited. And I appreciate all of the love and support that I've gotten from everybody on Facebook and Instagram and here on YouTube and just everywhere. I'm super, super grateful for all of you. It really, really means a lot to me. But if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, click the bell, and all those good things. Bye.